resident doctor, Dr. Darren Green, is joining us for the very first time in 2015. He's going to be answering all of your health questions, everything that you guys out there are dying to know. Hello.
Good day, good day.
Yeah, well, good to see you back.
Great to be back. It's been quite a long holiday for many, but a short one for me.
Well, let's remind all of our viewers, of course, they're able to submit their questions to you via social media, our Facebook and Twitter.
Great.
Now, the first question I think everyone wants to know, especially with it being the new year, how do we prevent germs? How do we stop ourselves from getting sick? Because I was actually sick last week. So what do we do? Can we prevent it?
We obviously contract germs in different ways, from touching different things. You can imagine in the holidays, specifically frequenting at malls, touching lift and elevator buttons.
Ooh, I always try not to touch them, but I...
Escalators. Obviously, when you're shopping and you touch the menu in a restaurant that's been touched by 20 before you.
ATMs, that's a bad one.
That's a good one. And then telephones, public telephones, for example. And then, of course, we also wonder about keypads.
Right.
You know, on your computer. So going into the workplace then, we think of things like touching the handles to open the doors, obviously sharing utensils, coffee mugs that aren't washed properly when you're having coffee at work.
Oh my God, you're scaring me.
We don't make you paranoid though.
Well, you are making me paranoid.
Germs are good in many senses.
Yeah.
We need exposure to the different organisms to develop our natural immunity. So preventing your child from actually crawling on the floor and preventing them from having any contact with sandpits or anything like that could be detrimental to your child in the sense that you're not giving the body's natural immune system a chance to develop against and form antibodies against these organisms. So you mustn't have overkill and have OCD around germs, but certainly you need to be vigilant, because at this time of the year, as you know, it's summer, and gastroenteritis, the runs are everywhere, and how it's spread is obviously via droplet spread of people not washing their hands properly.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, so we need to start. And a lot of our cultures involve shaking hands to greet, or a close intimate hug, for example, and you've got to be careful. When we sneeze and cough, we also spread germs via droplets, and you need to know that coughing into your fist is not good enough. You need to cough into your elbow, which is bent. That's actually a lot better. And then, of course, the big one is the toilet. When we flush the toilet and the lid is not down, you have a perimeter of about 1.5 meters around the toilet of that mist and those droplets that spread to the towel rack, to the toilet brush, etc., etc.
Wow.
So we need to close the lid when you flush the loo, and remember, obviously, to be considerate for the next person.
So we need to be vigilant. Close the toilet lid, cough into your arms. What's the other one you said?
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
And especially between meal times, because that involves obviously touching something with your hands that you're going to ingest.
Right.
Introducing the bugs and the germs into your system.
Now, I think you actually brought up a really good point. Washing hands. Is washing hands for maybe 5 seconds with a little bit of soap okay? How do we properly wash our hands?
Yeah, it's what you wash your hands with. So, you can't get germs completely off all surfaces. And when we use an antiseptic or a disinfectant, what we actually do is decrease the load of the organisms that colonize and stay on the skin surface. So very important what you're using to wash your hands. A soap that's got a bit of antiseptic in it is always great. And then an antimicrobial, for example. And then when you do wash your hands, important to remember the nails. We forget to take a nail brush and clean under the nails after we've been out in the garden or in the field, etc. And children particularly do that, and their fingers go everywhere, as you can imagine.
Yes.
So we need to scrub under the nails and in between the web spaces of the fingers, for example, also, and then rinse it off completely and dry your hands obviously as well afterwards.
All right, so as long as we do those 3 steps, we shouldn't actually really worry too much about our kids just being kids and us just being humans. Just be a little bit vigilant.
Exactly.